in for a repeat. According to ESPN's FPI projections for the 2021 season, there's an 8% chance the Chiefs face the Bucs again in the Super Bowl, more than any other potential matchup. Bucs returning a lot of their team from last year. We know all the Super Bowl starters, and of course, they have the GOAT. That is Teflon Tom. Stephen A., what can stop the Bucs from repeating?
Well, there's a few things that can stop the Bucs. A lot of people are thinking Kansas City. I would say long before that. I think you've got the Los Angeles Rams, like we've talked about, with Matthew Stafford now as their quarterback, with some of the requisite weapons that they have, and Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp and those boys. I know they lost Cam Akers. That was a loss, but they had another running back there that rushed for over 600 yards. So you've got that, and they've got one of the best defenses in the entire National Football League, and an absolute stud in Aaron Donald. And so I think the combination of all of those things leaves them as incredibly formidable. We can't forget the Green Bay Packers, because Rodgers can't make all of this noise, being that bad man that he is. He can't make all of this noise in the offseason and then come in and wet the bed this season, because I think it would validate everything that the Green Bay Packers hinted at when they drafted Jordan Love. So, yeah, he kind of, napalmed that nonsense by going out there and putting forth an MVP season. But now this offseason ensued, and so he's going to be just as motivated as he was in the past, because he's got to show that he didn't make all of this noise for nothing. And he can't attach any validity to what Green Bay tried to put out about him, about his days being numbered. So I think we got to pay attention to Green Bay. I think we've got to pay attention to, obviously, Los Angeles. I can't sniff at San Francisco, because I think their defense is going to be back on track. And whether it's Jimmy Garoppolo or Trey Nance, I think they'll be in the mix. And, of course, Russell Wilson's in Seattle. So I can see all of those things being a potential impediment to Tampa Bay's success, even though I clearly have Tampa Bay as the favorites to come out of the NFC.
Yeah, I think, look, are the Packers and sure, the Rams, are they threats to the Bucs? Absolutely they are. But if you ask me, what's the thing that can stop the Bucs? I got to choose one. I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs. Boring, right? Because that's what everyone would say, the Chiefs. But I'm going to do it. The most spectacular player in the Super Bowl last year, meaning the guy you'll remember his actual plays from that Super Bowl, was the losing quarterback. It was the guy who statistically didn't look like much. It was the guy who was running for his life on every play. Remember, both tackles were missing. Both. 3 offensive linemen were gone. As a result, he was facing Patrick Mahomes more pressure on each snap than any player in the Super Bowl who ever lived. He was pressured on a higher percentage of snaps than anyone ever. And, of course, they only had to bring 4. They didn't have to bring any extra guys. And so no one was ever open. And yet Mahomes was doing superhuman things. It was not human what he was doing. Now, what did the Chiefs do in the offseason? Patrick Mahomes have to go around waving around, you better get me an offensive line. No. They brought in Orlando Brown, who's an elite left tackle. They signed Joe Thuney, who is an elite left guard. They brought in Blythe from the Rams, Stephen A., from your Rams, who's competing among some other candidates to play at center. Remmers is still on the right side. They completely revamped their offensive line at the highest possible level. The Chiefs are the ones who pose the biggest threat because they have Patrick Mahomes, who has a great offensive line on paper now and an embarrassment of riches in terms of weapons. The answer is the Chiefs.
Well, they're highly motivated. I just don't know if it'll get to that point. I'd love to see a rematch based on what you just highlighted. I'd love to see a rematch in the Super Bowl. I really, really would, because there's no way in hell that Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and Kansas City are going down like that 2 years in a row. Even if they met in the Super Bowl and Tampa Bay were to beat them, I predict it would be significantly closer than the romp we saw this past Super Bowl.
Speaking of motivated, no one's going to be more motivated than Aaron Rodgers, right? This is why they're going to have a hard time. You bring up the Rams, and we know why, Stafford and the defense and all the thing. Aaron Rodgers, after everything that just happened, after the fact that he got the ball taken out of his hands last year, Aaron Rodgers, but no one took the ball out of Mahomes' hands with the game on the line and handed it to Tom Brady. And every year Rodgers is getting closer with LaFleur, right? He's looking better. The team is getting a little closer. It's on in the NFC.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.